What is up, YouTube? My name is Matthew Hamm, skateboarding, and yeah, today I'm going to teach y'all how to 50-50 on a box. So here is how to 50-50 on a box. So if you're at your local skate park or just on a ledge or anything, you want to basically be able to ollie onto it, and I'll give an example of that. So basically how you ollie onto it is you just simply go like you're gonna 50 it and then ollie onto it. Basically like you do on a curb or manual pad or anything. So once you learn how to ollie onto this obstacle, you want to kind of, I would say it's easier to learn how to 50-50 on a flat bar or like a small curb, or like it's easier to know how to 50-50 on a smaller obstacle because the box that I'm skating right now is pretty big. So here's how you want to start it off. You want to first approach your obstacle very good. So you want to approach your obstacle like if you're about to ollie onto it. That's how you want to ride up to it a couple times, just to, you know, get the gist of like the timing and everything that you're going to have to know how to get onto the obstacle, which you should already know how to do that by the time you're ollieing onto this. So once you get comfortable rolling up to it, the next step is you got to try to basically just try to ollie and land your trucks onto the metal. So here's a demonstration of a try. So as you saw, I just tried to basically ollie. I just basically tried to ollie onto the coping. A lot of you beginners are gonna kind of find this a little difficult, but once you get the hang of it, like if you learn this on a smaller obstacle first, it's gonna be so much easier on something bigger, because you can actually, you know, just know how to get into it. So guys, y'all got the first two steps down, I hope. 1 and 2. Hope you got the first two steps down by the time you got this part. So the first step, do your quick recap, is this. The next step is basically try to get on the coping. Here it is. And then the next step is pretty much just getting onto the grind. I mean, I don't know how to give you an example, but just get onto the grind. Just come up. This is more. I can't really teach you how to get onto it. This is more like you gotta just try and try. But it's like once you learn on a smaller obstacle, you can really just it's really gonna be easier on the bigger obstacle. This ledge I'm on is like a foot tall, so let's get to the next step. Okay. The next step is just gonna be getting onto the grind. You know. So you're gonna have to learn how to basically get onto the 50-50. And once you just practice, okay, so you know how to ollie onto this by now. You know how to ollie onto it. And you've tried a couple times to get onto the coping. So now just, the easiest way for me to get on the coping is I just go, whenever I go to ollie, I ollie onto it, I just ollie, and I just try to aim my trucks onto the coping. Like, I kind of cut this slanted up on a hill just because I wanted it to be kind of gnarly, for me anyways, but so you kind of just aim for the coping. Like if you want, you don't have to 50-50 the whole thing. Like you come on the side right here and just ollie onto it and ride. See, like me, I come and ollie straight onto it. So you just got to try to ollie onto it. Just try to ollie and just aim your trucks for the coping. Just aim for the coping. And once you finally figure out how to like kind of just get onto the ground and roll a little bit, and like you might have trouble like you jumping off and stuff. So that comes up to the next step. Basically figuring out how to lock in. So how you lock in. Basically, like this is also has to go with getting on the coping and aiming your trucks. You gotta just make sure that you lock in like that. You get this part right here of your trucks. This part. you want to make sure you get it like right here on the edge. So it's all like this front part's onto the wood and this is on the coping. Because if you get your front trucks like this on there, I mean, you might be able to do it, but you're not going to lock in that well. Like, you're going to be sliding and you're going to kind of start wobbling like that. So what you want to do is make sure that when you get your balance down, you're going to get your balance down, and like, you're going to want to keep your shoulders straight. You don't want to have them turn like this because that wiggles you. So you want to keep your shoulders straight. Once you ollie onto this, and you lock your trucks in. How you lock your trucks in is just make sure that you aim your trucks for this side of the coping. For your trucks on the coping. So once you get on the coping, you're gonna be 50-ing, and you're noticing that you're losing your balance every time you go. So this goes back to keeping your shoulder straight. Make sure you keep your shoulder straight. So when you get into this, you 50-50. Now you learned how to lock in. You know how to stay on the grind. That's basically how to stay on the grind. You just stay on the grind, lock your trucks in, keep your shoulder straight, just ride it out. Okay guys, we're about to get to the next step. Okay guys, so now you're on the grind tune. You're coming, but you get to the edge and you don't know what to do. So like some of y'all may do this, like fall off on a curb. Before I did like a ledge or anything, I used to like fall off the curb like that, and sometimes I'd land it, sometimes I wouldn't. So this is where we get to the step where you got to figure out how to basically lean off of it. So this goes back to basically step one, is learning how to ollie onto the box. So you got to be able to ollie onto it, and when you ollie, you got to be able to come off it and level out like that to drop straight down. That's also a big important step. You got to learn how to drop off. So when you go, you're going to go, boom, you're in the grind, you're almost to the end, you don't know what to do. Your instincts are probably going to be, just try to pull out, just try to lean off. Sometimes when you lean off, you got to be careful. That's why it takes practice, because sometimes whenever I try like a little too hard, and I turn off too early, and I try to turn off like this, and then my tail catches, and it just slices back and hits my shin. So you got to keep it right here. Just try to keep your balance in, keep your shoulders straight. When you get to the end, lean off, come out. And that's how you do it. When you leave here, click that like button, punch that subscribe button.